Welcome to my sadness hour, featuring me, Grace. You know me. I exist on this planet for many reasons, one of those reasons being that my parents have decided that they wanted a child, and I am that child. This is the first episode. Will I continue? Probably not. They're all for self-insert reasons, and they're all unscripted, and I think that's what's the most purest thing about them. Unscripted and done by me. Do I really need to go any further about this? Maybe one day I'll have a guest or two. Maybe one day I'll try to go further with this. But for now, this is going to just be unscripted. And that's me. Unscripted. Anyway, this day, Monday, it is Monday, yes. It is the February 3rd Monday, and I have at least 20 minutes in this studio left. So I'm just going to start ranting because that's exactly what this is all about. People who want to listen to me rant. Go ahead, go for it if you want to. I really don't care. Monday. People, do they hate Mondays? I personally do not hate Mondays that much, because the Mondays that I have for this semester in school are not that tedious. And it's pretty great for me on my just in my opinion. I would rather have Mondays be like this on the regular. And for the past couple years as a college student, Mondays usually have persisted of 9 o'clock classes, 8 o'clock classes, or just classes in general. But this semester is a bit different because I have a class that is kind of optional and yet not optional at the same time. It's an online course, and online courses usually all have the same kind of stigma around them, where you can go to the class in person, where your teacher is like, yeah, sure, come in, we'll help you out, whatever. Or you could go and be like, I think I'm going to sleep in today because I can, and the teacher put up the information online anyway, and self-teaching is a thing. But I love my teacher no matter what, because I could see them whenever on a daily basis. I literally work for them. I mean, how would I be able to be in the podcast studio without them, for instance? It is my job to make podcasts. It is my job to help people with promos and PSAs. And now I'm just doing it for the heck of it, because why not, honestly? I have the equipment, I have the free time, and if I'm in here after doing something for another class, then why not just turn this on and start making unscripted? So there you go. Another thing that's been floating in my mind for the past couple of weeks, I'm going to say, I recently turned 22, and that's an age. After you turn 21, there's not much to go on about. You really don't feel like much is going to happen from there on. You're like, 21's a good age, but if I age up anymore, I think I might die. In fact, we're all inching closer to death every day, and we all know this. We're not in denial anymore. We're at that point where like, and maybe I'll die today, maybe tomorrow, who knows? I'll feel like it eventually. As a high school student, you're just like, please, someone kill me. Every day is an existential crisis for me. My boyfriend won't look at me. My girlfriend won't even talk to me. Oh my God, what sexuality am I? That's high school. And middle school is worse because you're just like, I don't have any friends. And everyone is looking at me. I know they're thinking about me. Deborah talked about me. I know. No. When you're in college, it's over. Don't even need to worry about it. So, unscripted. 22 years old. That stuff's all out the window. Forget about that shit. You really don't need to care. Because once you reach the ripe, beautiful age of 22, you no longer have to worry about parties. Because sure, you can drink alcohol legally in the country, the great America. That's all I'm going to say. The great America. You could drink it legally, and you could smoke legally, and who cares? You can literally ruin your body legally at the age of 21. We're here for a Fun time, not a long time, everybody. However, you can change that just by eating avocados on your toast. Just think about that. I am 22 now. And for my 22nd birthday, I told all my friends to not give a shit about me. However, most of them did. But I still said to my mother, Mama, I think I want to go see a Broadway show. And I told her this when it was New Year's and we were coming back home from Texas. She looked at me and she's just like, but Broadway's expensive. Yes, Mom. I know. That's why I want this to be like my only present. I want my present for my 22nd birthday to be a trip to New York City to go see Broadway, because that's it. That's all I wanted. I didn't want a big party. I didn't want like lots of people coming over and saying, haha, you're older. No, I don't want that. I literally just wanted my birth to be celebrated by going to a Broadway show and watching people perform for my pleasure and entertainment, and that's exactly what I got. I have never been happier with that notion, because she was like, you know what? Fair. That's fair enough, because just spending around $400-$500 on the fact that Broadway was there for existence, we were like, okay. So my mom's like, all right, what do you want to see? I want to see Beetlejuice. What? I want to see Beetlejuice, Mom. That's a musical? Yes, Mom. I want to see it. While we were in Texas for New Year's, I had an obsession over Alex Brightman, the most beautiful man in existence. You can fight me on this. I will fight you. Beauty does not have to exist on the outside. It's all on the inside. And Alex Brightman's beauty is everywhere. I needed to see him. And I have been gushing over the soundtrack for Beetlejuice for months on end. And ever since I started dating my partner, I was listening to more Broadway music like Hadestown and the Percy Jackson musical, which I didn't even know existed, and a bunch more musicals, like even Be More Chill. I was like, all these modern musicals that I've never even thought existed, I started becoming more incorporated with them because of who I was dating at that point. And then I was like, Beetlejuice is a musical, and I'm a Tim Burton fanatic, and I didn't even know this. I found a bootleg. I'm sinful for that. I watched it. I'm sorry. I watched it. I watched the bootleg, and I fell in love. The bootleg was removed a day after. I was like, oh, they got him. But, you know, bootleg gone, and I saw it, and I was like, all right, so that's it. I want to see it live, though, because the bootleg is crap. Never trust a bootleg. Bootlegs are evil for a reason. Ban them. Ban bootlegs. So I said, Mama, Beetlejuice. Mama was like, oh, Grace, no, honey, no. Grace, yes, honey, yes. I want to see it. Please, Mom. $300, $400. Give it to me. She pulled out her phone, showed me some seats, and she said, where you want to sit? And I was like, I want to sit close so I can see Alex's face. And my eye just twitched. That is the beauty of podcasts. You will never know this. I was directly excited that this was going to happen, because as soon as my mom purchased those tickets and looked at me, she said, I guess we're going. I said, oh my God, this is going to actually happen. I was so excited. I threw my hands up in the air, and for the entire plane ride back home to Virginia, I was listening to the soundtrack. We arrived, and then my mom was like, oh my God, I'm going to see the musical too. And let me get this straight. Let me help you out here. This was my mom's first Broadway show too. And she fell in love with Alex Brightman as well. This man is a force to be reckoned with, because he is someone that you can fall in love with and be like, wait a minute, I think this guy's pretty neat. Yes. Yes, he is. My mom said to me after we saw Beetlejuice, the musical, she said to me, I like the musical more than the movie. What? Mom, you can't just do that. But she did. She directly said it. She took my heart, dropped it on the ground, sprinkled it into little pieces, and she said, I liked the guy who played Beetlejuice the most. And then my heart was like, yes, Mom, yes, yes, yes. When we came home from my birthday trip to New York and seeing Beetlejuice, I was like, hey, Mom, did you like where you sat? She did not. She did not like where she sat at all. She sat behind someone who was rather large. And since Broadway seats are pretty narrow, it was not the best seat in the house for my poor mama. However, I got to see the show perfectly. Good for me since it was my birthday. Sad for my mom. She had an anxiety and panic attack at the same time because everyone was laughing in the audience and she couldn't see F's in chat for my mom, guys. F's in chat. So my instant reaction was like, hey, Mom, do you think Dad would like it? We listened to the soundtrack on the way home from New York, and she said, yes, I think Dad would like it actually a lot. And then I, with my smart reply, said, well then, let's go back in March with Dad and then see it again with better seats, maybe orchestra. So my mom's reply is, I'm not spending $1,000 in orchestra seats, Grace. I understand that, Mom, but maybe if we could just go see it again in general, that would be nice. Because I spent $200 on a pinstripe Lolita outfit recently with one of my friends because I have become obsessed with Beetlejuice in general. That is unscripted. I have dedicated my soul and life to this show within just a couple weeks after seeing it. And even before seeing it, like the entire month of January, I did nothing but watch the movie maybe 5 times a week. So school starts on January 21st, and basically and then my birthday's on the 26th, and we went to see the show on the 25th. So basically, during all that time for killing, I was just killing time on Tumblr, on DeviantArt, on all these websites, just following Alex Brightman on Twitter like a creepy weirdo. Anything really. I was just trying to distract myself being all hype and stuff. I had to prevent myself. Okay, the hardest part before even going to see the show, I said no to listening to the soundtrack for an entire month. The last time I listened to the music was on the plane trip back from Texas to Virginia because I said no, I am not going to do this to myself. And during that time, I gained 200 followers on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at meow.meta, cat. That's me. I almost have 300 followers. I noticed that when I was walking to school today, unscripted. I said, why? Why, God? I realized that most of my followers love me for the fact that I do mostly Unis Honest stuff, which is a YouTube channel made by both Markiplier and Crank Gameplays, who I adore. They did something. Okay, so last night I was messaging one of my friends named Jenna, who I love. And basically, me and Jenna were discussing what are the 2 things in this world that would make us pass out on the spot if it had ever happened to us. I told her directly, I said, Jenna, if I ever won a contest for Unis Honest and Markiplier, the Mark Fishbach, and Ethan Nestor came to my house to give me something or record me for an Unis Honest video, I would cry myself into a state that I would pass out. It would be unhealthily cute, and I'd be sad forever that would be my moment that they would know me for. That's just me personally, though. And then my second pass out on the spot, I can't breathe anymore, anxiety attack, I won't be able to stand up because I can't feel my legs moment, is if I actually do see Beetlejuice again. And Alex Brightman will be at the stage door. The actors for Broadway shows, they're never entitled to go and see the fans at the stage door. They don't have to. They're people too. They have lives. They literally don't have to do that. They can stay in their dressing rooms, just chill out with their friends and do normal people things because they are people too. We as fans have to freaking respect this, all right? And I've noticed on Twitter that some people are just freaking crazy. And even when I went to see it for the first time, there were crazy people. people who would not let you even get close to where the barriers were. Not a single freaking person would let me get closer. And we had to pass our playbills up in order to get anything signed by anyone. I got my playbill signed by Will Bloom, who's the understudy of Beetlejuice. So I was like, bless God, thank God. Presley Ryan came out, and Dana, I don't know her name, and I feel really bad, came out as well. I was so happy with all of it. I was just happy. But to everyone else, honestly, when the bouncers were pushing us away and saying, all right, everyone, that's everyone for tonight. Please go home. It was 11 o'clock at night. And I heard girls, or just female voices. I really can't genderfy anybody, but, I heard voices saying, I'm not leaving till I see so-and-so. I'm not going to drop friggin' names because that's rude of me. However, most of them were there to see Alex. And I agree. I wanted to see Alex too. It would have been nice for him to say happy birthday to me. I would have loved that. But I wasn't there to stay until 1 p.m. in the morning. 1 p.m. in the morning, hello? 1 a.m. in the morning to have Alex come out of his dressing room. A safe place for him, by the way, to go home to his wife and dog. I'm not that kind of person. I'm going to go to my hotel room, pass out, and then go home. Thank you. But these people are the unhealthy ones. And that's all I gotta say. You just need to learn to respect people. Oh my God. It's hard enough to have an anxiety attack on the New York streets while waiting for someone at the stage door and then feeling like you're gonna vomit, and then have your mom standing there looking at you like, why are we doing this, Grace? And then you looking back at being like, Mom, you don't have to be here. You can go back to the hotel room. And your mom being like, I don't know where the hotel room is, okay? And you telling her, it's literally around the corner, Mom. And then your mom just goes, I can't find it. I'm just going to stay here with you because I'm scared. You can have those moments. Because I did. And I was totally fine. Did I cry because I didn't get to see Alex? No. Did I almost cry? Yes. But I got over it because I said, it doesn't matter. He people too. He people too. This unscripted, he people too. We all need to remember, no matter who the celebrities are in this world, he people too. So that brought me to my second conclusion on what I would pass out for. If I saw the show again and I got to see Alex Brightman, I would ask him to give me a happy birthday, and I'd ask for a picture, and I'd ask for a hug, all politely with human respect and dignity toward the man who has a bunch of more people who want to see him and say hi to him. I would do that. And then I would proceed to fall down and cry on the New York streets in my own tears. I don't know if anyone would resuscitate me. Probably my mom would be like, oh my God, someone call the ambulance. She's dead. I would be totally fine with just dying there because my life would be complete. It's like an idle sensation. I want to know why humans feel compelled to freak out or have these panic attacks whenever they meet someone who they admire deeply. Like, I get that completely. If I ever met someone who I admire, like your pupils dilate, your heart beats faster, it feels like your chest is going to literally explode. You don't know this person, and yet you feel like you're gonna die when you see them. That is the most confusing thing ever to me, because if I ever met a celebrity, I'd feel like, oh my God, I know so much about this person. I'm going to talk to them about their dog, about their wife, about their kids, about their family, about their mom, about their... I don't need to do that. No one needs to do that. Literally, people are people, all right? It's like meeting a stranger on the street. Hey, how are you? My name's Grace. Who are you? Hey, that's a cool name. Do you want to get a drink? I mean, I would totally ask Alex Brightman if he wanted to go to a bar somewhere. I would take him, buy him whatever drink he wanted. I don't care. I'd just be like, fam, I just want to hang out, man. I want to learn more about you because you are a funny, genuine, loving person. Unscripted. Okay. I understand that my obsessions can become annoying to other people sometimes. I understand that also my obsessions will soon falter to this point where they don't exist anymore. And then I will look back at myself going, oh my God, who is she? Why was she so obsessed about that? Why? Literally why? I'll tell you why. I don't know. 2 years ago, I was completely obsessed about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. A year later, the Notre Dame Cathedral caught on fire. And then I suddenly stopped. I have no idea what happened, but I think it was like the obsession came to a point where God said, okay, Grace, now you got to stop, all right? And I was like, oh no. So, the Winter Garden Theater is going to catch on fire in about a year or so, or, something very personal is going to, burn, because whatever I love soon dies. And that's just life. Ha. It's just how it be, baby. It's just how it be. I mean, you can't really stop the inevitable. Like, it's just like a bell bar, or no, not bell bar, a bell graph. You imagine a bell graph, and the highest point will be like when you are feeling it or you're in the moment at that time. You'll be at that high peak, and then there'll be a falling action. There's the rise, there's the peak, there's the fall. So for me right now, since it's mostly Tim Burton stuff, my rise was at the beginning of January, and the peak was probably going to see the show. I'm probably right now in my falling action, and I did say on my TikTok that my obsession will probably end within 4 months, because sometimes they can last up to 8 months, maybe a year or so. Notre Dame lasts for about a year. So I'm going to estimate this 4 months thing. I don't know what could stop it. I'm pretty on fire right now. Hopefully I'm really on fire. But yeah, I'm going to estimate this to be like, it's going down slowly. I know that I'm chilling out. Who messaged me? It's my boss. Oh my God. Roger messaged me. Unscripted. I play da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, a-da-da, ka-ga-ga-da-da-da. There we go. I have now responded. Unscripted. Welcome to Dead Air. Oh my gosh. I'm ending my segment soon. We're going to go 3 more minutes and then we're going to stop. First episode, Unscripted, talking about obsessions, talking about life, talking about how things just generally go from up to down. And that's life. That's how it is. And it's beautiful. It's chaotic. And that's just me. But, ooh, you're burping every once in a while. This podcast will not be available on my school's website because I swore multiple times. I said the S word. And that's not right. People should not be able to do that. So I'm going to upload my podcast to my YouTube channel instead. So welcome to my YouTube channel. And if I'm sharing this to my TikTok, hi, you weirdos. Why do you follow me? Can you stop? I mean, you can if you want to continue, but I'm just trash. That's just a little promo. This podcast is brought to you by chicken wings. Please eat them. Your body needs nutrition of some kind. Protein is great for you. You can have spice if you want to. The question of the day or week. I don't know how many times I'm gonna. The question of the week is, what sauce do you prefer on your chicken nuggies? That's it. That's Unscripted. Thank you for being a part of my first episode. If you want more, just tell me, And that's about it. And that's all she wrote.